What would I do if my agency disappeared and I was starting from scratch?
Drop it.
Hi, my name is Michael, founder of dfymeetings.com, your choice for B2B prospecting. And I wanted to go ahead and record this video today in a direct response to an Instagram DM that I was sent. And I thought it was an interesting question, and I would just make a whole video out of it, which is, what would I do if I was starting from zero? And not in terms of like every specific step, but what would be my general trajectory, my goals, my process, starting from zero. And I wanted to do this as a really high level kind of overview. This might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I thought this would be interesting and I wanted to make a video on it. So I broke it down into 6 steps that I would do. And I want to just kind of briefly touch on each one and what it would look like if I was starting from scratch. So with step number 1, I would test an offer. This starts with market research. I would go ahead and cold email and cold call people in my market and offer them $50 for 30 minutes of their time to figure out if they actually want what I'm selling. And also look at other people who are selling what I want to sell and pay them to learn how they're doing it. Choose a few offers and niches, and then go ahead and do outreach. First, see, can I get meetings? If there's no one who's booking meetings, I would restart. Next, can I get clients? When you're actually getting meetings, can you actually sell people? And finally, can I get results? Having high retention is much easier than having great outbound. So if you can have great retention, you're going to significantly grow more than if you're getting clients that drop in 2-3 months all the time. Then once you have an offer, it's time to actually build the business. What I mean by that is right here, you're probably a freelancer with a business. You could say you have a website, maybe you have a virtual assistant, but it's probably mostly you. Next, I would start building a real business. Reason why we're building a real business is we want to either remove our time from it and maybe even sell it. So this means building systems, hiring people, standardization of your service. So having a productized service, getting really good SOPs. I'll go ahead and add that to my little bullet list here. And also dialing into one niche. Let's say you start helping coaches and consultants. Maybe later you're helping fitness coaches, or you start helping B2B businesses. Maybe later you're doing business brokers. So getting really dialed into a niche. Now that you have an offer you know you're going to stick with, the next thing I would do is go ahead and document the process publicly on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Show what you're doing and how you're doing it, and also provide content that the people who are actually going to be buying your services would like to consume. And you're going to get more traffic, more networking, and more clients. You're going to get traffic to any offer you want to sell, or you can get more clients and also meet people doing similar things. The next thing I would do is, after you've been growing this audience, I would start to monetize it. Start with consulting, hourly calls or call packages. Sell to people who either can't afford your service yet and want to hire consulting, or sell to people who want to start the same business you have. Next, I would do a course. Course could either be on how to do your service, so you're not actually doing it, you're moving to a do-it-yourself or done-with-you model, or sell a course on how to build the business you just built. And then later on, I would actually start a SaaS around my audience so I can get a really high exit multiple. Now, this right here might be a 3-month process. This might be a 1-year process, also a 1-year process. This could be a few years later, but this is a very high overview. And then the next thing I would look to do is build relationships with people who are likely to buy my business. So if I had a business doing lead generation for pressure washers, I would say, what are big companies in the pressure washing space, either franchises, consultants, other agencies who might want to buy me out, and build relationships with them. Because I have my own audience and my own systems, it makes you a lot better to sell, especially if you have a productized service as opposed to just a custom service. You're going to have a much better multiple. I would then sell the business, and I would invest in similar businesses. Now, this is kind of a process I'm following. I know this video is very high level and not super technical in each of these areas. And there's some things here that I know a lot about and some things I don't. I know a lot about all of this. I'm still learning about courses and SaaS and exiting. This is where I'm learning right now. And I'll definitely be creating more content as I become more aware of the specifics and more educated and actually provide more value. But that is the answer to what would I do at a very high level overview if I was starting from zero. I hope this helped, and I'm sure this helped the guy who asked me on Instagram. I'll be sending this to you. So thanks for watching. And if you want to see more content around B2B businesses, specifically getting clients, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you want any help with Routebound, feel free to book a call at dfymeetings.com. Thanks for watching.